Hey, it's the Preacher, and I'm in the garden, and I want to show you my favorite producer. I mean, if you want a tomato that makes small, salad size, snacking size tomatoes, get you a yellow pear. I have an arch here, just a cattle panel arched over. It's not even a full, it's like a goat panel. It's the shorter one. And I have picked thousands, yes, with an S, of these. They taste great. They produce a lot. It is near the end of August. I think today's August the 21st. And these are still making, there's still green ones hanging over my head. Let me show you. You can see the size of that bucket. That is off two plants that have grown up and arched up, and you can see where they kind of end right there. And if you notice up here high, now this is probably 7 foot off the ground. They're still making green tomatoes. Now I've picked all down through the middle. Let me show you the side I have not picked. Let me back off where maybe you can see. See down low, I still have a few tomatoes. And as we come up in this center section is where they're really starting to ripen. But if you look above that, now we're up over my head, still lots of green, clusters of green tomatoes. And I haven't picked this side yet. So 2 plants. The only downside to these is if you get a heavy rain, and we got a couple inches this week, it will split them. They're still edible, but you will get splits if you get a lot of rain. But all in all, they produce a ton of this size tomatoes. Maybe not thousands, but definitely hundreds. They also make great salsa. When you get overloaded like this and you've given everybody you can think of a pile of them, take and throw them in with some red tomatoes, and it makes great base for your salsa. So let's get this side picked, and that should top off my 1/4 bushel basket. By the way, I picked these last week. We've picked on them a little bit during the week, and I'm leaving a lot that are not fully ripe that I could allow ripen on the counter. So there are 4 plants here. That's probably about 3 too many, but everybody loves free tomatoes. So yeah, it's mid-August. There's what your tomato crop looks like. It looks a little tired, a little spent. End of its cycle, outgrowing its cage. There's my arch. They haven't quite connected in the top, and I think this side over here closest to me right here is probably a little stunted compared to the rest. But that's 4 plants, and you saw what we picked off there, and that's about a, once a week pick. And we've picked a few in between, but we could probably be more productive, but why did we feel the need to? Look at how much we got just letting them grow. Not trimming, not pruning, not spacing them out, just letting them go. And more tomatoes than we'll ever eat.